very sweet of you. Thank you.
And I would like people to know in short about you. Miss Riddhi Doshi Patel is a child psychologist, a performance skills trainer, parents coach, and child behavioral coach. She has been a TEDx speaker thrice. She is the advisory at TED. Ms. Riddhi is the founder director of Renz Academy Private Limited, founder of Lajja, founder of Parent Tales, founder of Creative Kiddies Corner, and co-founder of Yoga. I would also like to honor that she has contributed to RRIS in achieving a very, very important milestone, and that was initiation of TED Club at RRIS last year. Cycle 1 of TED Club at RRIS. It happened when she joined hands with us. She was a partner and she took that program under her wings. And I'm so glad to share with all of you that with her support and guidance, 14 students delivered TED Talks, which are all officially available on YouTube from the TED platform. Siddhi, I welcome you on behalf of everyone, and we're looking forward to learning a lot from you today.
Thank you, Jamam. It's an honor and privilege to be here. I have a crowd of parents and educators all together. So, parents and educators, thank you for being here today to be a part of the session which I'm conducting. Today's session is all about self-care and self-acceptance for educators and for parents. There would be no presentation, but yes, there would be a lot of music. There would be a lot of activities which you and me together are going to do. Why these activities? Because if you're a parent, you need to feel and understand something before you teach your little ones. And why educator has to understand? Because these are some doable things which you can teach your children or do it in the class. So it's all about self-care. The modalities what I'm going to use for today is dance movement therapy, and I'm going to use a little of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. Dance movement therapy has nothing to do with dance. It's a movement which you give to your thoughts, and it's a movement which you give to your inhibitions, and you help to let it go. I see a lot of known faces in the people have joined, so welcome once again. And let me give you a little information about dance movement, which is used majorly as therapy. Dance movement is prevalent in Germany, US, and Spain prominently. In our country, that's India, is just picking up. Okay. We as practitioners, we don't call ourselves as therapy because we are also just 4 years old with the practicing this whole movement therapy, which is a very, very detailed therapy and the easiest way to work on yourself and to work with your children, say it be as a parent or say it be as an educator. Also, movement therapy is the easiest way for a psychologist to connect with her clients, can be a young child or can be an adult. So movement helps everywhere. Movement helps for trauma, movement helps for substance abuse, movement helps to just let go or anger tantrums, movement helps for everything, right? So I'm going to share throughout this session, I'm going to share some doable techniques with you. Please have a paper and pen handy so that you can jot down and it goes easy for you. I have put on my chat box on, so wherever you feel that you've not understood, just raise your hand. Secondly, I want to really make this session more interactive. So keep on sharing as and when asked, and let's do it beautifully. Let's chat beautifully. Let's talk about this session and share knowledge to it. Self-care. Now, during this lockdown, the last thing that has been taken care of is self-care. We are taking care of the house, we are taking care of our family, we're taking care of our work, we are taking care of our little ones, our husbands, our family members, we're taking care of our building people, we're taking care of the society. But self-care is something which is at the last, pedestal. I would say the last in the priority list. Okay. And that's where none of us have been doing it. I request each and every educator and each and every parent to do lot of self-care. But the flip side of it is when you are told mindfulness, the words use mindfulness, self-care, or you are told about self-acceptance, it kinds of, you feel, itna sara bahut meditation वगैरह होगा. So I am not going to talk about meditation. I'm going to give some doable tips which you can do it aram se 10 minutes for you and you are sorted. And even if you want to do it with your children online, since you're handling the online sessions at the moment, educators, you can do it for 5 minutes with your kids and you can start. So your children are in here and now. Okay. Since we are parents and educators here, let me just share a story with you. A small story. It's a story of a crocodile and a monkey. So a monkey and crocodile were friends. The crocodile used to stay in water and the monkey used to stay on the tree, a rose apple tree near the river. Each day they used to talk, eat together, everything. But the lady crocodile used to feel that why all fun is my husband is having and why not me? But then when she got to know that it's monkey, she felt like eating that monkey. She was craving for that monkey. And the crocodile never allowed her to even, ask about it, or never initiated this talk. He always used to feel that friendship is different. If you want to eat, you can eat something else. But one day, this lady crocodile played really dirty. So she said, while the crocodile was out of the house on the other side, when he went to meet his friend, the monkey, she cooked up a story, and when the crocodile came back, she said, "Pata hai aapko, I went to a doctor because I was not feeling well, and the doctor said you need to have the kaleja of a monkey. Ab to aapko lana hi padega." Now this crocodile was such a fool. He went to the monkey the other day and said, "Dost, you need to come to my place. There is a feast." The monkey started trusting the crocodile. He started they started swimming together for crocodile's place. The crocodile made the monkey sit on his back, and while they reached amidst the river is where the crocodile started sinking in. So the monkey said, "What are you doing? I'll drown myself." And he said, "Friend, I need to confess, my wife wants to eat you, and because she wants to eat your kaleja because the doctor said." And now the monkey said, "Oh, you didn't tell me that. You should have told me before. You know what? I kept my kaleja on the tree. You take a U-turn, let's go there, I'll pick it up, and then we go to your house." The crocodile happily took a U-turn, went to the tree, near the tree, and the monkey jumped and went up on the tree and said, "You fool, the kaleja cannot be removed, otherwise you die." Yeah. Now, what made the monkey save himself? Just a small thing. His being in here and now. If he would have been thinking about what is going to happen in future, if he would have been thinking about what has gone in the past, he would not been in here and now. And if he would have missed that chance, he would have died, So it is important for every educator and every parent to be in here and now and not, keep on thinking or let your subconscious mind take over you. So how do we stay in here and now? It's all about being mindful, right? Have you ever had a chocolate, like a piece of chocolate, but it's given to you? How would you do? How would you eat? Would you eat it directly? No, you would look at it. Whether it's a dark chocolate, whether it's a milk chocolate, whether it's fruit and nut or just the raisins, right? You tend to just go and check. I mean, you just sit and check, You see the texture. The people I'm talking about, wonderful. You eat directly, okay. But there are people who are chocolate lovers and they tend to check even the texture of it, that how the chocolate is. That's being mindful. So whatever you eat, whatever you do, be mindful over it, whether your behavior or whether you talk. Your communication I'm talking about. And that's the first step of being mindful is it helps you to process your mind, helps you to calm down, and while passively it acknowledges your thought process, your thoughts which come to your mind. What we are going to do is you just sit, I'm going to play a music. And while I play a music, I want you to be shaking, yeah? Whatever body part I say, you need to just shake, right? And then we talk about why this activity, how you can implement at your end, and I'll debrief a little about it. So get ready, sit I hope you all are not standing, sitting, right? So a little thoda aaram se baith jaiye, but see to it that you can shake your body while I demonstrate the whole thing.
Bluetooth mode.
Okay.
Now is aux-in mode.
So I'm going to play the music, and the music is on. Okay, so we start with the right hand. And shake your right hand. And your left. And your left. Kindly participate in all the activities to understand what is the end goal you can achieve if you are trying to replicate at your end about self-care. So shake your shoulders, shake your head, and your elbow, and your balle works here. Yeah? And your waist. Sit and move your waist. See how beautifully you can do it. Sit and move your waist. And now your knees. Move your knees. Move your knees. Very nice. And now your feet. And the right leg up. And the left leg up. And your whole body. Shake your whole body. Shake your whole body. Complete it, please. And before I start talking about or debriefing about this activity, did you do it? Tell me that, please, in the chat box. Could you shake your leg? Okay. Okay, everybody, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So you shaked your body parts. So while you were shaking your body part, answer my one question. Did you think what you're supposed to cook tonight? Did you think what assignments are left? Did you think what has happened? Somebody has insulted you, or somebody has, tried to put you down. Did you ever think of anything? Certainly not, right? Why? Because you were in here and now. Dance movement helps you to be in here and now. Again, I'm saying, thank you so much. Again, I'm saying, you need not have any knowledge about dance per se. It's just a movement which you are doing. So it's important that for an educator and a parent both to be in here and now, and then start your things with your children, whether it's online or whether it's offline. Okay, so while you start your session in the morning, what you can do is, when it's offline, you can just, when your children get to the class, just play a music and shake off, or whether you can just ask them to do it without music as well, or while you're doing it online, you can just play a music as the way I did and ask them to shake off, right? When you shake off, the children might have faced something at home, something, maybe somebody has stopped them from doing something at home, or maybe they are spanked, or they are feeling a lot of anxiety in the house, they are stressed, probably the parents' stress is just passing on to them, or we as parents are handling or multitasking a lot of things, and our things are escalated to our children. Okay, so what you can do is ask them to shake off, so even they are in the present moment, and even you are in the present moment, right? So first step of self-care is shake off. Just shake off, right? Going ahead. mute ourselves? Thank you. Super. So going ahead, let me tell you about the word self-care and why it is important, right? So self-acceptance, which is the second segment of self-care, I want you to be experiencing that, okay? Again, I will be putting on the music, but what you're supposed to do is keep your eyes closed, everybody. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath and exhale. Again, a deep breath and exhale. While I start the music, while I put on the music, I want you to be touching each and every body part of yours with your palm. Please see to it that you do not open your eyes. Try and connect with your own self. Secondly, unless and until you hear my voice to allow you to open your eyes, please do not open your eyes. This is a beautiful space created by RRIS for you and me, and which is kind of very non-judgmental, right? We are not, you have not even started your video. So this is something which you need to experience to be doing it with your children. Let's do it. And I'm going to play the music. Give your 100% to this activity. And here we go. Right from your top to toe, do not leave out any body part. Parents and educators, just experience the beauty of touching yourself, and then I'll be debriefing it. And here's the music for you. Take a deep breath and exhale. Again, a deep breath and exhale. We start touching our body with our palms right from the head. Touch your body. Don't leave out any body part. It's your own body. Feel free to touch it. Please keep your eyes closed. Please keep your eyes closed. Keeping your eyes closed, take a deep breath and exhale. Once again, a deep breath and exhale. For the third time, take a deep breath and spread your arms. Leaving the breath, hug yourself and loudly say, I love myself. Once again, spread your arms. Leaving the breath, hug yourself and say, I'm thankful to you. I love you. You may very slowly open your eyes. And Let me know how the experience is before I start debriefing about the activity. How was the experience for you? How was the experience when you told yourself, when you said, I love myself? How was the experience when you touched your body? Yes, keep writing, educators and parents. I'm waiting. Awesome. Okay, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Now, why this activity? That's so superb. That's so superb. Thank you. Now, why you're supposed to do this activity? You know, first, as a parent. As a parent, our fears, our uncertainties, our anxiety, everything escalates to children. Okay. Everybody during this lockdown have some of the other problems within the family. Okay, you can't be, or within self as well, but you need to be mindful enough to solve that and come back to your own self. Sitting over it, crying over it, or just complaining about it is not going to help. It's just not going to help, right? But me telling you or advising you that just forget it, it's part and parcel of life. No, it's certainly a part and parcel of life, but it's not that easy. So the easiest way to do is hug yourself, touch your body. And when you touch your body, it's a message you are giving to your own self, to your own subconscious mind, that I'm there for you. You know, anything happens, I am there. I am for you. And don't forget, I love you. Okay. And that's a message we give it to our own body. That's a message we give it to our own self-conscious mind. Please, parents, start doing it. Now, coming to the educators. Educators, if you can implement this activity in your class, it will take barely 2 minutes. But if your student has started loving himself or herself, if your student has started understanding his own body, there would be no future complaints about body image, about low self-esteem, and that child will never need a psychologist or a counselor. Because a child is aware of his own worth, the child is aware of his own body, and the child knows that whenever something is wrong, I can touch my body and say, okay, I'm there for you. And it matters a lot, right? So both of you, parents and educators, start doing it for your own self and for your children as well. So children here meant your own children and the students as well. It's a beautiful activity, which is a part of dance movement. And this is, I'm telling you, from the perspective of a therapy, a practitioner. Okay. Now, why I'm doing this? I have been working with children since last 16 years. And I see that 90% or 91% of the times, Google says that problems or behavioral issues, what the children face or what the children has, is all majority of the time escalated from the parent side. Okay. And that's a very unfortunate fact, but it's a fact. So I started doing movement with children, but along with that, I started doing with parents, so that the parent has an avenue to let go things, or an educator can implement with the child to help the child to work on himself or herself, right? Now, I don't mean here that the parents are wrong, certainly not, right? But the parent has to handle a lot of other things. The child has to handle just a small world, while the parent has to handle the big world, a lot of things, right? A lot of tasks to be done. So neither the children are wrong, neither the parents are wrong, but it's just that a little mutual understanding has to be done with self and within your the people in the people in the vicinity, right? And how do you do that? You use movement lot times. And during this lockdown as well, even if your child is suffering from any sort of anxiety or any sort of fear, uncertainty, move. Right? And there are ways to move, which I'll be doing throughout this session, so that you can do it with your children or your students, right? going ahead and talking about self-care. Now, self-care is something which has different layers, okay? And where it can be done is, self-care is done at physical level, psychological level, social level, professional level, financial level, spiritual level, environmental level, and emotional level, okay? Now, at these different levels, self-care has to be done. So when we say that we meditate, when we say that I hug myself, but one or two things would make a difference in our body and our mindset to some extent. But if we are mindful about all the segments that I listed about self-care, we are thoroughly in your and now. Okay, so we start with emotional. I have a list here standing in, just put up here besides me so that I don't forget any segment under self-care. We start with emotional self-care. Okay, now currently, there's a lot of emotional imbalance happening within parents, to children, everybody, because nobody knows what's going to happen after 3rd May, right? So why not we use this time to have a self-care system on place, a process on place. So even if there is no pandemic, even if the lockdown is done, but we know how to work on ourselves. And this is a beautiful time we've got. Ye time nahi milega dobara. Right? So make the maximum use of this time. We start with emotional self-care. How do you do that? The first part of emotional self-care I already did was self-reflection. So after you touch your body, okay, sit with a paper and pen, and I want you to be answering this 4 questions. You may do it later, but you can jot down the questions what I'm going to repeat. I'm going to just say, okay? The first question I want you to be concentrating on is 10 things which you are thankful about. Can be anything, materialistic or non-materialistic, it doesn't matter. But I want you to be jotting down 10 things which you are thankful about, okay? 10 things, yes. Thank you so much, Amit sir, for putting it in the chat. 10 things which you like about yourself, okay? Now, when I say 10 things which you like about yourself, I don't want anything related to the skills that those are developed or any values you have imbibed, okay? I don't want you to be writing, okay, I'm very practical, I'm very friendly. No, 10 things about your own body I want you to write down which you feel thankful about. Probably I'm thankful about this finger of mine, the 5 fingers. एक नहीं होती तो क्या होता, है ना? मैं पेन ही नहीं पकड़ पाती right hand में. I had to do a lot of jugaad to use my other hand and start developing writing with other hand, right? So be thankful about everything you have. 10 things, 10 people whom you are thankful, who have made or got a difference in your life. This journal, I want you to be doing once a month. And you will see you are so mindful about your own self, about the people around you, and you will understand that life is much more than complaining or crying about small things. You'll start understanding it, okay? So start this 10 things, and this is a very, very important part of emotional self-care, okay? Now, second, physical self-care. Currently, we are not able to exercise unless we have a mini gym in our house. We are not able to go out for a walk in the nature because we are locked down. We are observing lockdown, and it's very important to stay at home. So what you can do is, while you're working or while you are cooking or whatever you are doing, right? Just shake. Whether you're cooking, you can, amidst the platform, you can just put your one leg up on the platform and stand, okay? Why I am demonstrating? So that I want you to understand how it can be done. Probably hold your neck and just look back and down. That's all about physical self-care. Other physical self-care I want you to be doing is have a salt bath once a week. We are amidst lot of negative thought process, lot of things going around us, right? Having a salt bath is going to keep you it's a part of your self-care regime and physical self-care regime, right? I hope you're jotting down, people. Yes, keep writing. Okay, we're going ahead with, yes, superb, superb. We go ahead with psychological self-care. Okay, now psychological self-care is all about two things, very, very important. Okay, first, every week for 2 hours, have a digital detox. Sunday, yeah, Saturday, or sham ko, probably by 7:30, switch off your phone. No TV, no laptops, no mobile phones, nothing. Okay, however busy you are. Currently, I have cases wherein I get around 40 to 50 calls a day. But even me, I do it every Sunday for 2 hours, I switch it off. Okay. Yes, Vanna, I'll explain what is the salt bath. So for 2 hours, have a digital detox. Very important. Otherwise, you keep on checking, and that adds to your the garbage you're holding in your subconscious mind. Okay, so please have a 2 hours digital detox. Before I take up to the other one, salt bath is have a handful of salt or katori bhar ke salt, add it to your bucket of water. If you're having a shower, what you can do is after the shower, just have that bucket over your body, okay, which has salt, maybe a tumbler or two, have it on your body so that it cleanses. Cleansing is very important, very, very important. We cleanse our mind through meditation or movement, but body cleansing is through salt bath. Soaps and all is just it's used for your skin, but not your actually cleansing. Nahi hoti hai. So salt bath once a week, please do it. Going ahead with your psychological self-care, journaling. Now the second level of journaling, which you're supposed to do every day, you can do it with your children in the class as well. Very important, right? How would you do it? First question, how was your day? Now, whenever somebody asks you this, how was your day? Or how are you feeling? Or how are you today? We say, okay, good, bad. I want you to be moving a little ahead from the word good, bad, and okay. I want you to be finding a synonym for good, bad, and okay. And we are educators and we can do it, right? We are parents and we can do it. So, how was your day? I want you to be describing your day and have a synonym of good, bad, or okay, whatever you feel right, right? Second question, which emotion and feeling you had, feelings and emotions you had throughout the day, which came once or twice and which was reoccurring, okay? I want you to be noting it down every day, 5 minutes. It just takes 5 minutes, parents and educators, to jot this down. Third, repeat. Okay, the first is how was your day? Get a synonym for good, bad, and okay. Second, which emotions and feelings you had throughout the day, okay, which came for once or twice and which were reoccurring to you. Third thing, which one feeling or emotion you would like to carry forward for the next day. And fourth, what was the learning for the day? Believe me, you, at the end of 15 days, when you tend to take a break from your daily journaling, you will see you have learned so many things. It's not necessary to each time go up on webinar, I have a webinar and learn something. Every day from small things also you learn, okay? Yesterday there was a sparrow and a small sparrow baby in my balcony. They have been here. The baby sparrow fell from the nest and it's hurt. And the mother sparrow has been taking care of the baby. And I see that such a beautiful bonding they have. I mean, it's in between a mother and a child, the father taking care so that no, the crow doesn't come or any other bird doesn't come. And the best part is that my 9-year-old has started relating to his childhood along with this baby sparrow, you know. So it's all about being in here and now. And छोटी छोटी चीज से हम relationship सीखते हैं, छोटी छोटी चीजों से हम mindfulness सीखते हैं. Okay, so why not, right? So I want you to have this 4 questions every day, and it's a part of your everyday journaling. The gratitude journal once a month, if you do, it's well and good, or once a week also is good to go, wherever you have time and whenever you have time, or whatever time you want to give to yourself for your self-care, you can do it, right? Going ahead, social self-care. The social self-care, it's so beautiful, right? Currently, we are helping each other. If you're not, start doing it. That helping each other is a part of your social self-care. It's kindness. You are helping somebody by just, if you get to know their friend is not feeling good, or she doesn't have, or he doesn't have something in the house, you call up and say, do you need any help? I'm there for you, right? It matters. Probably they will manage at their own end, but you picking up the phone and just asking that, hey, you need help, matters a lot, and they feel that, okay, they have support. So it's all about social self-care. And the second is, pick up a phone today and talk to 2 people. Those 2 people who have tried getting a difference in your life. Just pick up a phone and say, thank you. Or probably you were looking so beautiful that day. I missed out telling you, but you were looking so simple, graceful, and so beautiful, right? Just do it. It's all about social self-care. 2 things. You are feeling good within, and you are passing on that love and goodness to the other person. Why not doing it, right? Do it today, and do share the experience with us. Going ahead, professional self-care. Now, what happens is that while we are working, whether we are an educator, whether we are working with a corporate, whether people like me, psychologists, or whoever, or with any sort of work we are doing, sometimes we tend to procrastinate, okay? And when we procrastinate, what happens is it's on it's on your mind, and it constantly bangs your head telling you, तुमने ये work नहीं किया है, तुमको ये work करना है, तुमको ये work करना है. And that is so bothering. Yeah, constantly your mind telling you ये बाकी है, ये बाकी है, बाकी है. So when it comes to professional self-care, have a to-do list on place. I would suggest, in this world of technology also, I would say have a diary, okay? Why a diary? Because when you write, you tend to connect. So writing, your brain and your hands is connected. When you write, is your brain ordering your hand to write? Okay, so have a habit of writing and you remember it. You don't tend to write, but what you say is, okay, I remember, my brain is my best friend. But your brain tends to ditch you at the moment when you really need to remember that thing. So never ever trust it. I don't say it's not a good friend. It is, but it's sometimes, one friend kar deta hai, time being ke liye. So you need to have a habit of writing. Have a to-do list. And you know what? When you write it in the diary about the things you do, and when you're done with it, and when you put a tick, it gets a big smile on your face. So start doing it, okay? And write it. And when you're done it, or whether it's done. Now, sometimes when I give out appointments, आज मेरा अगर first sitting था, and when I have to give appointment for 15 days, because I monitor every 15 days, what I'll do is I'll open the 15th date in the diary. I will say second sitting. So I don't clutter my mind saying that, okay, there's going to be second or third or fourth sitting. How does it matter? I write it in my diary. So when I open my diary, I tend to remember, okay, with this client, I have a second sitting. Okay. So while currently, yes, very well said, ma'am, while we are doing multiple things, writing helps to do. And believe, when you are done with it, just put a big tick. Have 2 pens put up on your diary, green and black and blue, anything. Okay, and you feel good about yourself. Ha, main utna to kar rahi hu, I'm doing my work. That's very important for your professional self-care. And second, professional self-care is keep your desk clean. The more clustered your desk is, the more clustered your mind is. And it's a proven fact. Trust me. So keep your desk cheeze ko declutter karo aap. ठीक है? Going a little ahead, the next self-care is environmental self-care. Okay. What is environmental self-care? Keep it pollution-free. use dustbins. Okay, I know we are adults, but I need to even mention this because it's a part and parcel of self-care. Okay. Secondly, ensure that you keep your wardrobes, your kitchen, everything decluttered. Okay. जो आप बहुत टाइम से नहीं यूज कर रहे हो, please remove it. You've not used for 3 months or 4 months, even not worn a t-shirt, remove it. Just let it go. Okay. Say you have been a very good friend of mine till for 4 months. Now you don't fit me. I am passing on to somebody whom it fits. Okay. But clear it. Dumping things in your wardrobe or dumping things on your desk is, it keeps your mind cluttered all the time. So keep cleaning things. Have a clean desk, have a clean wardrobe, have a clean place where you have your files and all, and you see, okay, it makes your work easy. Okay, so start doing it. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Spiritual self-care. Okay, now here I will surely use the word meditation. Now, why few of us are used to doing meditation, few of us are not used to doing meditation. And when the word meditation comes in, or when it's discussed, few of us actually tend to say, okay, nahi, ye mere se nahi hoga. Okay, no, but ye aapse hoga. Choti se tarika, choda sa tarika I'm going to explain you. So what you can do is, I'm going to cite few music right now. Buddha Lounge, Kenny G, music of mountains, music of Himalayas, sound of Himalayas, Omkar, or your whichever religion you're following, and unki jo stuti hoti hai, wo sab. Put that stuti on, or put that music on one track, wear the earplugs, okay, put on the track, take a deep breath. Before you start the music, take 2 deep breaths and put on the music. Keep your eyes closed and listen to that track. Okay. While it gets over, do not immediately open your eye. Rub your palms on your eyes and then आराम से हाथ अपने ले लो. That's a lot of energy been built up within. Okay. And here you are connecting with your own self. It's kind of decluttering the subconscious mind. And the meditation here, what I mentioned, is a musical meditation. Okay, start doing it, please, today before you go to sleep. You can have it with your family. You can have it in the class itself. And I know at RRIS you have a break every 2 hours, I guess. When in children there is nothing, the children are being with themselves, and that's a beautiful way of doing it. So start implementing these things in your daily life as well for your own self, and you see that you're decluttering the subconscious mind. And when the subconscious mind is Alpa Viram, correct. I missed out on the name. So when you're decluttering your subconscious mind, it never reflects in your behavior. It never reflects in your body language, right? And that's where you are in here and now, and you are your own self, okay? Going ahead, the last but not the least of self-care is the financial self-care. Ensure that you are investing money for your own self. Ensure that you are taking care of your insurance. Ensure that your finances are taken care of, because if it is not, it gets a sense of insecurity, and that insecurity is constantly on your head. So when people are talking about self-care is just not one bit, but it's a combination of everything which I discuss at the moment, and each segment has to be catered to. So आप सूर्य भगवान के हमारे जो 7 horses थे, one horse stops. The 6 are not going to pull the chariot. It's all 7 has to go together. Okay. If I say I can lift with 1 finger, no, all these 5 fingers has to be together to pick up something, to pick up a product, or to pick up anything, right? Or even to hug yourself. I need to have the fingers together. Okay. I don't say, okay, I'm hugging myself. It's just touch. It's not a hug. Okay. So this is all about self-care. And we did self-acceptance, we did shake off, we did various segments that comes under self-care, right? Now, going a little ahead, we're going to move now. Okay, now again I'm repeating, it is not dance. ये डांस नहीं है, ये डांस क्लास नहीं है, आपको कुछ स्ट्रक्चर डांस नहीं करना है, but we are going to certainly move, and this movement is going to be free movement, and you're going to do whatever your body tells you. Okay, so your body says that okay, मुझे कुछ नहीं करना, बड़ा बैठे बैठे मुझे यही करना है, that's also movement. Okay, so let's do it. But before I go to movement, one tip, the last tip for y'all. There would be times when you cannot share things with people around you. There would be times when, even if you're doing self-care, but you feel that I'm not getting a solution to certain things. That time, and that might be one day or few moments every 6 months or every 1 year, probably, right? And that time, I want you to be using this therapy, which I'm going to discuss, okay? That is called an empty chair therapy. So sit in front of a chair, assume, visualize your own self, and then just talk it out. And when you will see that when you're talking to your own self, okay, you will see that you will talk about your own issues, your own problems, but you will also share and you will inspire and motivate your own self. Okay, every 6 months, it's okay to do an empty chair for your own self. Okay, are you there, parents? Just show me a thumbs up. Come on, say yes, thumbs up, anything. Are you there, educators? Because now the activity, what we're going to do is, you're going to have a gala time. Yes, wonderful. Yes, keep writing, yes, wonderful. Thank you. Yes, but see to it that this empty chair is not done often. Maybe a 6 months, ek baar aap kar lo, you are sorted. Okay? So, and एक चीज आप कल सुबह करोगे, everybody, parents, educators, everybody, I want you to do this is, you're going to write a love letter to your own self. Okay. Now, when you do this activity with your children, don't use the word love letter, because the love there for young mind is something different. Okay. And they will come up with some more problems for you. So do not use the word love there. You can ask your children to write a letter to self. Okay. But for you, I'm mentioning, because we all are adults here, I want you to be writing a love letter to your own self tomorrow. Experience how you feel. Experience it and just put a feedback, right? Share your feedback with ma'am or anybody of letters to self, correct. But that's letter to self is for your children. But for you, write love letter. Decorate the page. We all educators are mahir in that. Huh? We can do it. And parents as well. Projects karke hum bahut expert ho gaye hain. So maybe a heart shape or a square or anything, and just write a letter to self, a love letter to self, and see how beautiful you create a connect with your own self. That's all about self-care after all, right? Come on, get up. And I'm going to play a lovely, lovely, lovely music, amazing music, and this is my favorite, one of my favorite, I would say. Please get up, parents and educators, and let us experience this. And okay, while you are moving, keep your eyes closed. Okay, so aapko mujhe bhi nahi dekhna hai. It's fine if you don't look at me, because I'm also in my own. I'm going to be in my own world for 2 minutes, next 2 minutes. So it's okay. Okay. I want you to be moving and grooving. Jitna movement, ye bhi movement hai. Baithe baithe bhi kar sakte hain, khade hoke bhi kar sakte hain. But I would advise you to stand and experience it. Okay. So here I go. I'm going to play this music. Yes. Please stand up and close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Again a deep breath. And exhale. And move your body. Move with the music. Whatever comes to your body and whatever your body demands, the body will move, right? So just be yourself. Keep moving, keep moving. It can be anything. It's no dance class.
Okay, people need to switch on their videos for us to be able to be sure about what's happening.
Yes, do it. Move your body. Yay! Now tell me, how was the experience? While you moved, how was the experience? Come on, start putting your messages for me. How was the experience? Did you do it, by the way? Did you move your body? Where are all the people gone? Okay, start writing, start writing. Please put messages for me. Oh, you did? You did? Okay, wonderful. How was it? How was the experience? Love the music. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay. I'm glad you did it. Had a smile on your face. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. बस वो स्माइली तो सेल्फ केयर है मैम. That's all about you. You said it. Okay. It's all about being here and now. Use all that self-care techniques we did. Let me just revise it once. You know, educator, you, me, everybody. We did shake off. We did hug ourselves. We touched ourselves, right? We moved. We moved. Just, right? We understood gratitude journal. We understood empty chair. We understood what was a list of self-care, which I tend to put it on paper because I don't want to forget anything. So emotional, physical, psychological, social, professional, environmental, spiritual, and financial. These are all about self-care. So when we hear self-care, mindfulness, and we hear self-acceptance next time, डरना नहीं, बहुत आसान है ना? It's just about understanding and loving self at the end of the day. And loving self doesn't mean that you're mean, you're selfish, you're self-centered. No. If you love yourself, you'll be able to escalate, share that love and kindness to people around you. Okay, remember that. It's not being self-centered at all. If I'm loving, I can share that love with you all. And love is much more different than lust. So there is a huge difference between lust and love, right? And we're talking about love right at the moment. So be loving yourself, be kind to yourself, and share as much as you can, okay? I open the space for a few questions. Any questions for me? Come on, educators and parents. Any questions for me? Absolutely. Unless you love yourself, how can you love others? Simple as that. Want to ask me anything? I'm all yours now. Absolutely. Well said, ma'am. You can't pour out from an empty cup. My pleasure, Avinash. Thank you. Okay. How much time should we devote to this practice every day? 5 to 10 minutes. You're sorted. No need to spend hours and hours after it. बहुत काम है life में. But self-care, सबसे पहला priority. Remember that. 10 minutes and you're good to go. Thank you, Anjana. That's the biggest, feedback I've ever got. So this session I've been doing with educators. This is my 9th session in 3 days, which I'm doing with educators. And thank you so much. It means a lot to me. What is the difference between mirror activity and empty chair? Mirror activity usually, okay, so mirror is something which you are acknowledging your upper self, okay? So acknowledging that, okay, I look good, no, I love myself, or no, I'm good to accept myself, right, Uma? But when you're talking about empty chair, you talk about your inhibitions, you talk about your mistakes, you talk about the things which you want to improve in yourself, yeah? That you're not going to do it when you are in front of mirror. In front of the mirror, you're going to look about your outer self. I want you to be looking in your inner self, and that's self-care. So once in 6 months, you should be doing it. Probably once a month, start doing SWOT for your own self. I do it. It's not that we psychologists or we therapists are perfect. No, we also have gussa, we have everything. But we are aware, we are mindful, and we do a lot of self-care. So we come back to ourselves. Mistakes everybody does. But it's upon us how we tend to improve it. Try doing SWOT every month. First of every month, sit and do your SWOT. You will understand where you need to improve. And believe me, one thing everybody has to remember, unless until you want to change, unless and until you want to improve, nobody else can come and improve you or help you to improve. Remember that. You need to set the things right here to help yourself to improve or highlight or work on yourself or change. Simple as that. Any more questions for me? Okay, at the start or end of the day, anytime, Varna. It can be done in morning, evening, anytime. It's very flexible. सेल्फ केयर बहुत फ्लेक्सिबल है, बट उतना ही फ्लेक्सिबल नहीं है कि उसको करना हर रोज जरूरी है. एनी पार्ट ऑफ द डे, whenever you get time, do it. It's okay, right? So I assume, okay, there are no questions. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm loving all this. Thank you. Is there an app for that? App for what, sir? I didn't get you. App for the music? No, it's on Google. You can download it any Google from the Google any of this music tracks. Buddha Lounge, Kenny G, Music of Mountains, Voice of Himalayas, Music of Water, Music of air. Yes. Documenting those observations? No. It's upon you. You need to write it in your journal. Create a journal for your own self, right? Have a book for your own self, and you are sorted. You need to have it for your own self. See, when you talk about apps and all, there might be, I'm not aware of it, but when you do it online, wo wahi ka wahi reh jata hai. Fir every day you're not going to do it. Have a habit of writing. Certain things has to be written, right? To help your subconscious mind to declutter. So have a habit of writing it instead of going online and doing this. That's a request from my end and a suggestion as well, right? So here I take opportunity to thank Jaya ma'am. Ma'am, thank you for so much. Thank you so much for having me here. I just enjoyed conducting this session with educators and parents, and thank you once again. And I take a leave. Thank you very much.
Riddhi ma'am, thank you so much. It was an extremely wonderful session with you. We learned a lot, and I'd request Principal ma'am to come in and thank you on behalf of the RRS family.
So Riddhi ji, it was out of the world experience, And it
Thank
was
you, ma'am.
so much needed, especially at this time when there is a lot of clutter in the mind. And it
Yes.
was such a pertinent thought you gave. When you declutter your physical world, your mental world also gets decluttered, and it is so
Yes.
important. And
Thank you,
all
ma'am.
right, and so many aspects of self-care that you have taught us. It is just amazing, whether it is personal or professional or environmental and everything. It was
Thank
so much of learning for me personally, and I'm sure on behalf of all my colleagues and all the participants here, I am so blessed to be here today with you, and we all are thankful to you. Please
Thank you, ma'am.
keep spreading your light and your love amongst all, and I
Thank
promise
you.
we will try to take it forward from our end, starting with ourselves, as you taught us today.
Please do.
So
Please
lovely
do.
to learn from
Thank
you.
you.
I also take
Yeah.
this opportunity to thank various educators from all over the country who have been here with us today. We had the trustee of the Nivam School, Amravati, Ms. Neeta ji. We have the MESA
Oh, wonderful.
committee member, Rita. We have several principals, Ms. Anjana, Ms. Kalyani, Ms. Uma Bhalirav, Dr. Sangeeta Srivastav from Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and TP Bhatia College. Then I have my friends like Miss Salai, Miss Maragata Maroon, and so many more. I'm sorry I'm not able to name everyone. And we also had parents of RRIS here, Miss Vandana ji, whom you know very well. She has been working
Yes.
with you for a very long time, and she has been contributing to our school in many ways. So the TED that has been started by you, she has been contributing to the same.
Yes.
Thanks to you too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And we had Mr. Nirav Mehta here. We have Ms. Gunjan Min. We have Mr. Shripal Jain. We have Ms. Savita Chauhan. And I'm very thankful to all of you and those whose names I've just missed out. It goes out with a lot of love to all of you. Best wishes. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy life. Celebrate yourself. So, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I take a leave here. Thank you.
So, see everyone tomorrow. Be there at Adharshila Talks tomorrow at 4 p.m. Bye. Take care.
Okay, friends, thank you so much for joining in. We'll take your leave and we will wait for you to join in tomorrow at the same time with Adharshila Talks at RRIS. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, sir.